I just shot one video about the seals on this crankshaft. You have to excuse me. I may sound a little funny. I got hit with one heck of a cough or a cold the other day, and it knocked me out for a couple of days. Not COVID. Tested negative for that, but my goodness, it really threw me for a loop. All right, well, to answer the question, has it been run before? I'm going to assume most definitely yes. This is what I found on the bearings. So yeah, it was run with those seals. Interesting. I'm going to try to show you the kind of force it requires to press these things apart when they're welded. You can get in there and set it up in a mill and machine the inside of it, but quite honestly, it is quick and easy just to allow the press to do what it does. A 50-ton press usually takes about maybe 10 tons of pressure, probably a little bit more. This weld looks like it was put on there to stay. So we'll see what happens here in a second once I get this thing to release a little. Been having problems with my press. Rebuilt the part of it where the check balls are in here for directing force. It was leaking down on me. Okay, let's give her a shot here. Now, I have a shield that actually my son made this for a grade school or a high school play as some type of a warrior. But it's a nice about 3/16 sheet of aluminum, a couple handles on the back of it. And I use it when I'm pressing something apart, but I'm going to stand behind here so you can see it press. And I'm still protected. I'm actually looking at my phone while we're pressing it apart here. Okay, that's 10 tons of pressure on it right now. And that's a hardened steel shaft on there. It's an axle from a snapper lawnmower, I think. I think that's what that is, yeah. All right, let's take her up a little bit. Okay, I would say it broke at about 12 tons, I'm guessing. But we can play that back and see how violent that was. But it loosened it, so I should be able to continue pressing this off. There she goes. Go. Okay, and as long as it doesn't smear the daylights out of the inside, the weld on it is very, very shallow. So I should be able to take and mill this out and machine it out and reuse this crank, but I'll know for sure when I go to put it together, because there was no way to judge the press fit, because the weld was holding it. Usually I can tell with the press if it's a good press fit or if it's a loose crank. So that's I do it when I take it apart. This one, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take a gamble on it. I'll rebuild the crank and won't know for sure until I start pressing it together and then get a feel for the resistance. And if it's loose at that point, then it's all the efforts for nothing. And we'll find another crank core for the customer. That's it. Just wanted to show you that it was in fact used. I also wanted to show you how that thing would bust apart.